Great day, everyone! This is Teacher Liza again, and we will be having Lesson 3, The Voices of Verbs. Our objectives for Lesson 3, Milk 3, using the passive and active voice meaningfully in varied contexts. Our specific objectives will be, number 1, distinguish active from passive voice of the verb. And number 2, identify active and passive voice of the verbs. So in this lesson, we will be focusing on the active and passive voice of the verbs. Let us start with the active voice. We say the sentence is in the active voice when the subject of the sentence is the doer of the action. Let's take a look at these examples. Number 1, my mother prepares our breakfast every day. Number 2, the vendors sell fruits every market day. And number 3, she planted the seeds last weekend. Who do the actions on the given sentences? Let's go back to number 1. My mother prepares our breakfast every day. Who prepares the breakfast every day? It is the mother. So the mother here is the doer of the action. At the same time, it is the subject in our sentence. Let's have the second example. The vendors sell fruits every market day. Who sell fruits every market day? The vendors. So now, who is doing the action? It is the vendors also. So here, the subject in the sentence are the vendors, and at the same time, it is the doer of the action. Let's have the third example. She planted the seeds last weekend. Who planted the seeds last weekend? She. So she does the action on this sentence. She did the action of planting. So here, she is also our subject in our sentence. This is how the active voice in the sentence go. When our subject is the doer of the action, it is in the active voice. Let us now have the passive voice of the verb. We say the sentence is in the passive voice when the object of the verb is the subject of the sentence. In short, our subject is different from the doer of the action. Let's take note of this example. My mother prepares our breakfast every day. Earlier, we said this is a sentence on our active voice. Let's notice, our subject is the mother. The verb is prepares. Here, the subject is the doer of the action. My mother is our subject. At the same time, she is the doer of the action. Let us now transform this into the passive voice. Here, our object in the sentence will be our breakfast. And this object will become the subject in our sentence. So the subject will be our breakfast, and then we're going to take a look at the verb in the sentence from the active voice. If it's on the present tense, we are going to use is or are. If the subject is singular, we're going to use is. And then we're going to use the past participle of the verb, which is prepared. So our main verb now will be is prepared. And who do the action? The action was done by my mother. So this is how a sentence goes with the passive voice. Let us have some more example. Let us take the second example we have used on the active voice. The vendors sell fruit every market day. Okay, so our subject here will be vendors. Okay, so vendors will be our subject. At the same time, it is the doer of the action. The vendor do the selling. Now, if we are going to transform this into a passive voice, let's take a look at what the vendor sells. The vendor sells what? Fruits. Fruits will be the object of the sentence. So fruits now will become or will be moved to be our subject. And then our verb on the active voice is present tense That's why we are going to make use of the present tense also for the linking verb. Fruits will be plural, so we are going to use are. And then the past participle of sell will be sold. So, who will be the doer of the action now? It will be the vendors. So the voice here, if we are going to take a look at the sentence in the passive voice, it will become, fruits are sold by the vendors every market day. Now let's move on to the third example. She planted the seeds last weekend. On this example, what have you noticed? Who is the doer of the action? It is she. How about our subject? It is also she. So our example here is in the active voice. Let's transform this into a passive voice. She planted what? The seeds. So this object will become the subject in our sentence. So it will become the seeds. And then take note of the verb we have used on our sentence in the active voice. It is on the past tense, planted. That's why we are going to make use of the linking verb which is on the past tense. It's either was or were. We're going to use was if the subject is singular, if that will be the seed. Now this is the seeds, that's why we're going to use were. And the past participle of the verb plant will be planted. Who now do the action? It was she. And when we are going to make use of it as an object in the sentence, it will be her. So her will be our doer of the action. The seeds were planted by her last weekend will be our transformed sentence from active into the passive voice. Okay, let's now put your knowledge into practice. Let's practice. Tell whether the given statements are active or passive. Let's have number 1. The teacher teaches the voices of verbs to her students. Who is the subject in the sentence? The teacher. Who do the teaching? Who is the doer of the action? The teacher also. So that means this sentence is in the active voice. How about number 2, the next one? The students learned the lesson. Who is the subject in our sentence? The students. Okay. Who do the action? Who learned the lesson? The students also. So this sentence is in the active voice. Let's have the third one. They do the assigned tasks on the module. Who do the assigned tasks on the module? They. Who is the subject in our sentence? They. So this sentence is in the active voice. Let's have the fourth. The activities were done by the students right away. Which is the subject in the sentence? Activities. Who do the action? The students. So this statements or this sentence is an example of a passive voice. Let's have number 5. The final task was also finished during the day. Okay, which is the subject in the sentence? It is the final task. Who do the action? It was hidden here, but who do the action? Okay, it was the student. So here, we can see that it is in the passive voice. Hope you get it clear now. After practicing, let's now do it. Create any of the following creative tasks where you can apply what you have learned on the active and passive voice of the verbs. It could be a dialogue or a conversation. So you're going to create a script wherein you're going to engage characters in a dialogue or a conversation using the active and passive voice of the verbs. Or letter B, it will be comic strip. Comic strip will be basically a dialogue or a conversation. It is just that on this part, limited are the words, and then you're going to make use of drawing, comical drawing. And letter C, a poem. You can write a poem using an active and passive voice of the verb. That's all for this day. Goodbye. Hope to see you again next time on our MELC 4 Lesson 4.